Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts and curious minds. Today, we're exploring one of the most sought-after coins in the US coin collecting world, the 1982 Lincoln cent. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just discovered the world of numismatics, this video will blow your mind. The Lincoln cent has a storied history that dates back to 1909 when it was first introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. But what makes the 1982 Lincoln cent so special? To understand its value, we need to look at its unique characteristics and the context of its production. The year 1982 was a turning point for the Lincoln cent. This was the year the U.S. Mint made a critical change to the coin's composition. Prior to 1982, Lincoln cents were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to rising copper prices, the Mint decided to switch to a cheaper composition of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. This change wasn't instantaneous. Both copper and zinc versions were produced in 1982. So, 1982 Lincoln cents come in two major types, the copper cents and the zinc cents. And here's where it gets really interesting. These coins were also struck in 7 different varieties. Let's break them down. 1982 large date copper point, 1982 large date zinc point, 1982 small date copper point, 1982 small date zinc point, 1982 D large date copper point, 1982 D large date zinc point, 1982 D small date zinc. Now, here's the kicker. One of these varieties is the reason why the 1982 Lincoln cent can fetch such a high price at auction. It's the elusive 1982 D small date copper cent. This variety is so rare that only a handful of specimens have been discovered, making it a true holy grail for collectors. Why is the 1982 D small date copper cent worth $49,029 in today's market? It all comes down to rarity and demand. The U.S. Mint initially planned to switch entirely to zinc cents by the time they struck the small date design at the Denver Mint. However, a very small number of copper planchets were accidentally used, creating this extremely rare variety. What makes this coin so special is not just its rarity, but also its distinct features. The small date design has thinner and more delicate numerals in the date compared to the large date design. When you combine this with the copper composition, you get a 1 in a million coin. So, how can you tell if you have a 1982 D small date copper cent in your collection? Here's what to look for. First, check the date. The numerals on a small date are more compact, and the 2 in 1982 has a curved base. Next, look for the D Mint mark, which indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. Finally, test the coin's weight. A copper cent weighs about 3.11 grams, while a zinc cent weighs only 2.5 grams. A digital scale can help you confirm this. If your 1982 Lincoln cent meets all these criteria, you could be holding a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Let's talk numbers. The most recent auction for a 1982 D small date copper cent set a record at $49,029. Why such a high price? Rare coins like this attract fierce bidding wars among collectors who understand their historical and numismatic significance. The market for rare coins is thriving, and the 1982 Lincoln cent is a prime example of how a small error can lead to a big payday. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips for collectors looking to find their own 1982 D small date copper cent. Search through old coin jars, rolls, and collections. You'd be surprised what might be hiding in plain sight. Visit coin shops and shows to learn more about Lincoln cents and meet other collectors. Use tools like magnifying glasses and digital scales to examine your coins closely. And most importantly, stay informed about market trends and auction results. There you have it, the incredible story of the 1982 Lincoln cent that could turn a single penny into nearly $50,000. So, check your change, scour your collection, and who knows? You might just strike gold, or copper in this case. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing coin stories. Until next time, happy collecting! Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history of a coin you might have in your collection, or maybe even in your spare change right now. The 1988 Lincoln 1-cent coin has a much more interesting backstory and value than you might expect. If you've ever wondered about the history and value of this humble penny, stick around because today's video might just change your perspective on the classic cent. And the best part? This coin is worth a lot more than you think, up to $46,777 in today's market. Before we talk about the current value of the 1988 penny, let's take a look back at its history. The Lincoln cent, which has been in circulation since 1909, was designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. Featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the wheat ears design on the reverse, it quickly became an iconic symbol of American currency. The history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent has undergone a few design changes over the years. Initially, it featured the wheat reverse, which was used from 1909 until 1958. After that, in 1959, the reverse was changed to depict the Lincoln Memorial to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Fast forward to 1988, and the coin is part of the ongoing series that we still see today, the Memorial reverse still gracing the back of the penny. So, what makes the 1988 Lincoln penny special? Let's talk about its features. The 1988 penny has an obverse featuring President Lincoln, which remains unchanged from its original design. The reverse, however, still features the Lincoln Memorial, as we saw from 1959 to 2008. The date on the penny, 1988, is prominently displayed near the bottom, along with the word Liberty on the left and the motto In God We Trust above the image of Lincoln. The mint mark, depending on the coin's origin, can either be D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. Why the 1988 Lincoln penny is valuable. Now let's dive into why the 1988 penny is worth much more than its face value. For most of us, pennies are seen as insignificant. After all, it's only 1 cent, right? But when it comes to certain years, errors, and variations, a single penny can be worth a lot of money. The 1988 Lincoln cent is an example of this. There are several key factors that contribute to the 1988 penny's high value. First, we have to consider its mintage numbers and the scarcity of certain varieties. While millions of 1988 pennies were minted, some of them have certain characteristics that make them rarer than others. For example, coins that were minted with minor errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual minting flaws, can fetch quite a premium in the market. Beyond the errors, the 1988 penny also enjoys popularity among collectors who are focused on building complete sets of Lincoln pennies, especially from the post-1958 era. As demand for these coins increases, so too does the price of rarer pieces like the 1988. Let's talk about how you can identify whether your 1988 penny is one of the special ones. Like with all rare coins, condition is critical. Coins that are in pristine condition, known as mint state or MS, are highly sought after by collectors. If your penny has been preserved with little to no wear and tear, it's definitely worth more than the average circulated penny. The 1988 penny, like other coins, is graded based on its condition. The highest possible grade is MS 70, which represents a perfect coin. However, coins in grades like MS 65 to MS 67 can still bring in great value, especially if they have unique qualities. The 1988 penny's current market value. So, let's get to the juicy part, the money. The current market value of a typical 1988 penny in circulated condition is still just 1 cent. However, when it comes to rare errors, high-quality specimens, and limited runs, prices soar. A pristine 1988 penny in MS 67 grade can fetch as much as $46,777. Yes, you heard that correctly. A penny worth almost $47,000. To give you a better understanding, there have been multiple auctions where 1988 pennies with specific errors or in high-grade conditions have been sold for tens of thousands of dollars. These rare finds are prized among collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for the opportunity to add a unique piece to their collection. How to find a valuable 1988 Lincoln penny? Now, how can you find one of these rare 1988 pennies? Well, there are a few tips and tricks to help you spot a valuable penny in your collection. First, examine the coin for any noticeable mint errors. Look for signs of doubling on the date or other inscriptions. This is known as a double die error. Second, inspect the overall condition of the penny. If it looks uncirculated, it's worth holding onto and possibly getting professionally graded. Also, keep in mind that it's not just about finding an error. If you come across a well-preserved penny, especially one with sharp details and a smooth finish, it might be worth sending to a professional grader to see if it can achieve a high grade. What to do if you find a valuable 1988 penny? If you think you've found a valuable 1988 Lincoln penny, it's time to take action. The first step is to get it authenticated and graded. This is where professional grading services like PCGS or NGC come into play. They will inspect the coin's authenticity, assess its condition, and assign it a grade, which will help you determine its value in the market. Once graded, you can decide whether to sell it through online marketplaces, at an auction, or through a reputable coin dealer. Just be sure to do your research so you can get the best possible price for your rare find. So, there you have it, the incredible value of the 1988 Lincoln 1-cent penny. While it may seem like just another penny, for collectors, it can represent a rare and highly sought-after piece of American history. Whether you're just starting your coin collection or you've been collecting for years, always keep an eye out for those special pennies that can make your collection, and your wallet, shine. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1988 Lincoln penny, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more coin insights, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny in your change. Until next time, happy collecting! Welcome back, everyone! If you love learning about rare coins and discovering hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that may seem simple at first glance, the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin. But don't let its humble appearance fool you. This penny can actually be worth a lot more than you think. That's right, this small coin, which is just worth 1 cent in face value, can fetch upwards of $14,555 in today's market. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. And in this video, we'll explain exactly why this penny is worth so much and what makes it so special. Let's get started. The basics of the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin. The 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin is part of the iconic series of pennies featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or the front side. On the reverse, you'll find the classic design of the Lincoln Memorial. It was minted in large numbers at both the Philadelphia Mint, without a mint mark, and the Denver Mint, marked with a D. The coin was produced as part of the regular annual minting of pennies, and typically it's worth just 1 cent. But not all 1989 pennies are created equal. There's something unique about certain varieties of this coin that has made them worth thousands of dollars. What makes the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin special? So, what makes a 1989 penny worth over $14,000? It all comes down to a few rare characteristics and minting errors. While most 1989 pennies are relatively easy to find and worth only 1 cent, some have special features that make them valuable to collectors and numismatists alike. One of the key factors that can make a 1989 penny worth big bucks is a minting error. Some 1989 pennies were struck with double dies, which means that the design was accidentally stamped multiple times. This causes the lettering and details to appear doubled, making the coin much more distinctive and valuable. Error coins, double dies, and other variations. If you come across a 1989 Lincoln penny with noticeable doubling on the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust, you may have a rare error coin that could be worth a fortune. The double die errors are especially sought after because they're relatively uncommon, and the additional imprinting creates an eye-catching design. The most famous of these double die errors from 1989 are those found on the date, or in the lettering, but even slight variations in minting, like a misalignment of the die, can make a penny much more valuable. If you think your 1989 penny might have one of these errors, a professional coin grader can help assess its value. Other rare 1989 pennies. Aside from minting errors, another factor that can increase the value of a 1989 penny is its condition. If the coin is in improved condition or has been well preserved in mint condition, it can be worth far more than just face value. A 1989 penny that's been carefully preserved without any wear or scratches can command a premium, even without any minting errors. Coins that have been in circulation for years often suffer from wear and tear, making the details on the coin less sharp and clear. But if you're lucky enough to find a 1989 penny in near-perfect condition, it's a significant find. The market value of the 1989 Lincoln penny today. Now, let's talk about the money. As of now, a 1989 Lincoln penny in exceptional condition, especially with a double die error, has a market value of $14,555. That's right. A small penny that you might have overlooked could actually be a hidden treasure. The value fluctuates depending on the coin's rarity, condition, and demand in the collector's market, but $14,555 is an impressive sum for a coin that's just over 30 years old. How to tell if your 1989 penny is valuable? So, how do you know if your 1989 penny is worth a lot of money? Here's what to look for. Check the date and lettering. Look for any doubling, especially on 1989, Liberty, or In God We Trust. Look for wear and tear. A well-preserved penny will have sharp details, no scratches, and a clear design. Check for other errors. If the coin has unusual features like a misaligned die or an off-center strike, it could increase its value. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare error coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, to get it authenticated and graded. Professional grading not only provides an accurate value, but it also ensures the authenticity of your coin, which is critical when selling to collectors. Where to sell your 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin? So, where can you sell your valuable 1989 penny? There are a few places where collectors and enthusiasts gather to buy and sell rare coins. Coin auctions. Online coin auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions are great places to connect with potential buyers. Coin dealers. Reputable coin dealers often buy rare coins at competitive prices. Make sure to shop around to get the best deal. Coin shows. Visiting a coin show is another fantastic option. You can meet buyers face to face, and sometimes even find bidders willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. Final thoughts. So, there you have it. The 1989 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a small treasure with a big value. Whether it's due to a rare minting error or simply being in excellent condition, your 1989 penny could be worth far more than its 1-cent face value. So take a close look at your change. You never know when you might come across a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and how to spot valuable finds, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the latest coin news and value updates. Today, we've got something super exciting, a coin that many people overlook, but it could be sitting in your pocket right now, worth a lot more than you think. I'm talking about the 1990D Lincoln 1-cent coin. Now, the 1990D penny may seem like just another typical 1-cent coin, but believe me, it's not. In today's video, we're going to explore its history, why it's worth so much money today, and how you can identify one of these rare coins that's valued at around $17,927. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around, and I'll show you how this penny went from common to coveted. The 1990D Lincoln 1-cent coin is part of the famous series of pennies featuring Abraham Lincoln, which has been minted since 1909. However, this particular penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is where the D mint mark comes from. The D mint mark tells us that the coin was produced in Denver, Colorado, one of the key mints of the U.S. Mint. The design of the 1990D penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, we see the famous Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American history and unity. These design features are standard across most Lincoln pennies, but it's the variations, such as mint errors or specific years, that can make certain coins more valuable. Why the 1990 Lincoln 1-cent coin is worth so much. Okay, now let's dive into why the 1990 Lincoln 1-cent coin is so valuable. A lot of people don't realize that the value of a coin can be driven by several factors: rarity, condition, and any minting errors that may occur. So let's break it down. The value of a coin like this depends largely on its condition. Most 1990 pennies you come across in your pocket change will be in average or worn condition. However, those in mint state or extremely well-preserved coins can see a huge increase in value. A mint state 1990 penny in MS65 or higher can be worth thousands of dollars. But it doesn't stop there. One of the main reasons the 1990 penny is valued at $17,927 is because of specific rare minting errors. These errors, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, and other misprints, are the holy grail for coin collectors. Even the smallest mistake in the minting process can turn an ordinary coin into a highly sought-after treasure. Let's take a closer look at the minting errors that could increase the value of your 1990 Lincoln penny. One of the most notable errors that collectors look for is the doubled die error, where the design is struck more than once. This leads to a visible doubling of the lettering and images, which can make a coin incredibly rare. For example, if you find a 1990 penny with clear doubling on the letters Liberty, or In God We Trust, you've found yourself a coin worth much more than just a penny. These doubled die coins can be worth thousands, even tens of thousands, depending on their condition and how obvious the error is. Other errors, like off-center strikes, can also add considerable value. These coins look like they've been struck too far off the center of the die, creating an irregular shape. Die cracks are another common error, where cracks in the die cause impressions to appear on the coin's surface, adding to its rarity and desirability. How to identify a valuable 1990 Lincoln 1-cent coin? Now that you know what makes the 1990 penny valuable, let's talk about how to spot a rare one in your collection or pocket change. The first thing to do is examine the coin closely under good lighting. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the design for any signs of doubling or minting errors. Pay particular attention to the lettering and numbers on both the obverse and reverse sides. Look for areas where the details might appear doubled or shifted. A common spot to check is the date itself, especially if it's slightly off-center or if the numbers look unusual. If you notice any signs of these errors, you might be holding on to a rare and valuable coin. Current market value and where to sell your coin. So, you're probably wondering, what's the current market value of the 1990 Lincoln penny? As of now, the value can range anywhere from $1 to $17,927, depending on the coin's condition and any errors it might have. A well-preserved, error-free coin can be worth up to a few dollars, but those with minting mistakes can fetch thousands at auction. If you believe you have a rare 1990 penny, there are several ways to sell it. You can take it to a professional coin dealer, auction it at a live or online coin auction, or even list it on platforms like eBay. But before you sell, make sure to get your coin appraised by a professional to ensure you're getting the best value for your rare find. So, the next time you're checking through your loose change, make sure to keep an eye out for that 1990 Lincoln penny. It might just be the next big find that takes your collection to the next level. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you've found any rare coins like the 1990 penny or any other valuable treasures. See you in the next video.